Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Simplykrystelle. So today's video, we are going to be talking all about a beginner makeup kit. So I've been seeing these videos around YouTube for a while now. Like I think it's been like a year since people have been making these videos. So I've been seeing like people do the beginner drugstore kits and the beginner high-end kits. So today I'm going to do a beginner high-end kit. So if you guys really like this video, I will definitely film like a beginner drugstore kit, and maybe I'll even film like a beginner Dollar General kit, or you know, just a beginner like makeup kit, maybe at different stores. That'll be really cool to do. I'm gonna do that beginner high-end kit today. So guys, if you really like that, please let me know in the comment section. And also, before we get on to the video, please press the subscribe button down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and also please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And let's get on to finding out what I recommend to put in your kit. By the way, you guys, this stuff right here is like stuff I have hanging behind my door, and it just bothers me so much that it shows up in my videos. And I try to get like the perfect like angle and stuff, but it's like, anyway. So my sister, for Mother's Day, she got me this cup. I think it's from Walmart. It says Fur Mom on it. I think it's so cute because, you know, I am Stella's mom. I am a mother. I'm a dog mom. So this cup is just so cute. I love it. Let's dive into this high-end makeup beginner kit. So I know as a beginner in makeup, starting off in makeup, like I still consider myself like a beginner / intermediate. I don't consider myself like an expert in makeup or anything like that. But I think that, you know, it's so overwhelming walking into a Sephora or walking into an Ulta or walking into even like Macy's or anything like that, when you're like have an array of selections in front of you. You don't know what to get. You haven't figured out like your skin type, you haven't figured out like what works for you, you haven't figured out what doesn't work for you. So I feel like with makeup, especially if you're a beginner watching this, I feel like with makeup it's very trial and error. You have to keep trying until your foot fits in the shoe, basically. I'm gonna start off with a primer. So in every makeup kit, because you're going to be wearing, if you're wearing foundation and stuff, you definitely need a primer in your kit. And this can be a hydrating primer, it could be a mattifying primer, but a primer that I think is great for both skin types, dry and normal and combination and oily, would be this primer right here. This is the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I have talked about this primer a million times here on my channel. I absolutely love this primer. It's just such an amazing primer. I think it really helps the foundation stay on your skin. I think it really does grip that foundation on, and I think it makes such a big difference. Like it does help in the longevity of your foundation. It does help your foundation to last longer. So this is definitely a primer that I would recommend in your high-end kit. Now if you're more someone who has dry skin and you prefer more of a hydrating primer, I have two hydrating primers that I would recommend. The first hydrating primer that I would recommend would be this one right here. This is the Faced Hangover RX. If you're someone who maybe it has really dry skin, I would recommend this one. Let's see. I would recommend the Faced Hangover RX primer. I think that this does a great job at hydrating the skin. I would also recommend the Photo Finish primerizer from Smashbox. This serves as a moisturizer and a primer, so it's like a 2-in-1, which is really awesome. So I would definitely recommend these two for hydrating, but I think that the Milk Hydro Grip is an all-around great primer. And I've seen people with dry skin rocking this primer. I've seen people with oily skin and people with in the middle like me who have loved this primer, and they just have seen like a difference in their makeup. So these primers are awesome. To primer, guys, you would need foundation, right? I have two foundations I would recommend for your high-end makeup kit, and the first foundation is my Holy Grail foundation. I know this is like biased of me, but this is my Holy Grail foundation of all time. I haven't tried a foundation that I love more than this one, and this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. So this is a beautiful flawless finish. This is definitely more of a high coverage foundation, I would say. Actually, I would say this is like medium to full. I would say it's medium to full because I feel like you can tone it down. Like I feel like if you put one layer of this, it's definitely medium, but you can build it up to that full coverage full glam foundation if you'd like. And this is just such a great foundation, guys. It has such an amazing variety of shades in it. It has amazing undertones. I love this foundation. When I wear this foundation, my skin does not get oily. Like, my skin usually gets kind of, you know, oily with foundations, like especially in my T-zone area where I have the most oils, it gets oily there. But with this foundation, my skin stays intact all day, and I just love this foundation so much. So if you are like an oily girl, even if you are a dry girl and you're looking for like a full coverage foundation and you don't really like that dewiness, I would definitely recommend this foundation as a beginner. Now, if you are more of a dewy girl, or if you like more of a dewy luminous finish, a dewy foundation that I would recommend would be the Anastasia Luminous foundation. And I have been in love with this foundation ever since I got it. I have not been wanting to use any of my other foundations. It's the foundation I'm wearing today, and as you see, like, my skin looks a little bit more dewy than normal. So this is definitely like a more luminous finish foundation. It is such a beautiful foundation, you guys. Like, if you are someone who likes more of that dewiness and you're someone who likes more of that glow on your skin, and you don't really like a full coverage mattifying foundation like this one, I would definitely recommend this in your beginner kit. Like, I think that this one is so amazing. It's one of the best dewy foundations I've tried. I haven't tried like a million dewy foundations, but this is definitely one of the best ones that I have. I know right now, being in quarantine and stuff, I know like some stores are not yet opening, but I think like in a couple of months, or you know, maybe in September or October, maybe try going into the store whenever you feel safe. Maybe try going into the store and getting a little sample of a foundation you're interested in. Test out the foundation for a week and see if you really like it, and if you like it, buy the full size, because that's what I used to do. Like, in the past, I would always, especially when starting out with makeup, when I couldn't like shade match myself online, I used to just go in the store and pick out foundation that I like. I used to try it, and then I used to just wear it and really test it out. So I think these two are great options. This is great for luminous, and this is just great all around. But if you don't want to try these foundations, or they don't work for you, definitely when you feel safe, whenever you feel okay to go in the store and test it out and just get a sample whenever you feel ready. I have two concealers that I wanted to bring up to you guys. So the first concealer is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I love this concealer. This is my favorite concealer of all time. This is my #1 concealer in my whole collection. I just love this concealer. It's a very natural concealer. It's a full coverage, but it's not gonna give you like that cakey look under your eyes. It's gonna give you like a very natural look, and it's so beautiful. Like, I just love the coverage of this concealer. I just love everything about it. I love the doe foot applicator. I love the formula. I love just everything about this concealer. This is an amazing concealer, and it just conceals my under eye. It makes my under eyes look so airbrushed, and it's such an amazing high-end concealer. If you're looking for more of a fuller coverage concealer that's high-end, I would definitely recommend the Jouer one. The Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This concealer reminds me, well, I don't want to compare it to a Tarte Shape Tape because I think it's a little different, but this concealer is really thick in consistency, so you don't need a lot of this concealer. Like, all I do when I use it, because I used it this morning, I used the lighter shade, but I used it this morning. All I did was I literally took this and I went like a little swipe from my whole under eye, and it covers my whole entire under eye. So with this concealer, it's so high coverage, and it's so like really heavy, not like in a bad way, but it's so full coverage that you don't need a lot of it. With this one's a little bit more runnier. It's a little bit more liquidy, so you do need to put a little bit more. You can definitely do a couple of swipes under your eye or wherever you're applying it, but this one, like, I just do like with the tiniest swipes, because it's so full coverage that you don't want to put too much, so that you don't get that cakiness. And that's the one thing I love about this concealer, is that I feel like it can last you a little bit longer because you're not using as much product as you would be in another concealer. So these are two amazing concealers. If you haven't checked them out, please check them out. Setting powder that I absolutely love that is high end is the Beauty Bakerie Flower setting powder. Now I have talked about this setting powder a million and one times on my channel. I love this powder so much. It's just such a great high coverage powder. Like when I use this powder, I feel like I get no oils. I feel like my oils don't seep through. I feel like it's just such like a beautiful setting powder. Like I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's such a fine powder that you guys, like when you apply this powder on your face, like let me just show you. When you apply this powder, it blends in so smoothly in your face, and I just absolutely love this powder so much. I feel like I don't get like a white cast under my eyes or wherever I put a powder. Like it doesn't give me like a white cast. It doesn't look gray, it doesn't look ashy, especially if you have darker skin. You know what I'm talking about. Like this powder is literally very translucent. But this is a black owned brand, and I just really love this setting powder. It is my holy grail setting powder in my collection from like high end. I love this powder so much. I swear by this powder, and it's just such an amazing powder. And you will love this if you haven't tried it already. I would definitely recommend trying it. Like seriously, this powder is the best powder ever. So if you're looking for like a great setting powder and you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend this. I'm going to move on to bronzer. Now bronzers is something that I just recently really started using. I never used to bronze my skin. I think I started bronzing in the last year, and now I just can't get enough of bronzer. Like I have some bronzer on today. If you're a beginner and you are, you know, thinking of like bronzing your skin and stuff, it definitely is personal preference. I'm gonna talk about just formula based today because obviously we don't have all the same skin tones. But I'm going to talk about formulas. I'm going to show you guys brands that have the best variety, in my opinion, of bronzers. So the first one is, of course, Fenty Bouquet. I have to talk about Fenty. This bronzer, mine is in the shade Cocoa Naughty. Oh my god, this bronzer is so beautiful, you guys. This bronzer is life. This bronzer is amazing. This bronzer is perfect for my skin tone and my fellow sisters out there. I think that this bronzer shade, the bronzer shade, is just such a beautiful bronzer, but I really love the formula of it. It's powder, it's a powder bronzer, but it's not super powder. Like when I touch it, like it doesn't feel like super powdery. Like I feel like when I go like this, like it feels like a creamy powder formula, and I really love that about it. And I just love how she tries to include everybody, and that's what I appreciate about her brand, is that even though she's a black woman, she's not just making it for black women. She's trying to include everybody. She's very inclusive, and I love that, and that's what we need to see more of, because bronzers as a dark-skinned woman is one of the hardest things I find. Like when I walk into Walmart or whatever and I'm looking for a bronzer, I don't find it because it's so hard. Like a lot of brands don't make bronzers for my skin tone or even darker than me, so it's just like really hard for bronzers, you know, to find bronzers. But I really appreciate Rihanna for this, and this bronzer is just so beautiful and just so amazing, and the formula is really good, and the whole line of bronzers is great. So I would definitely recommend getting yourself a Fenty Beauty bronzer if you're starting like a high-end kit. Another bronzer that I really love is this right here, and I think that this is really great for your kit because these have two bronzers in them. So I love these Jouer bronzer duos, and I love, like, especially as a beginner, I recommend getting like a lot of like bronzer palettes or blush palettes, because I feel like you get more bang for your buck, and I feel like with these like types of duos and things like that, you get more colors. So in this bronzer duo, you get two bronzers, so that's really good. I feel like, you know, if you're looking for more of a light bronzer, like you would choose the lighter one. If you're looking for more of a darker, you choose darker, or you can just mix the two and get like your perfect match. And I just really recommend getting things like this. Like the Fenty one is amazing. Like this can be your go-to bronzer every day, but if you are someone who likes to change it up a lot with your makeup, I would recommend getting like duos or even like little blush palettes, just because I think that you're getting, like I was saying before, like more bang for your buck, and especially as a beginner. Like that's when you're trying out new things, and even like now I'm trying out new things, but I just feel like, you know, it just depends on you. Like, but I definitely would recommend a bronzer. Now guys, I'm gonna move on to blush. I love blush. I'm an avid blush lover. I used to not like blush at all, but now I'm obsessed with blush. So the first blush that I would recommend would be this blush palette right here. I've talked about this a couple times on my channel, but this is the Jouer Bouquet blush palette, and you get 6 blushes in here. So if you are a beginner and you don't know what color blush to get, that's why I recommend a lot of blush palettes, because I feel like this gives you such variety with your blushes. Like look at these blushes, guys. And if you're any skin tone, I think that this blush palette will work for you. Get 6 colors, and I feel like any skin tone can really wear this. Like I have this palette and I use it all the time. It's such a beautiful wearable blush palette, and I love the fact that you get 6 blushes, like 6 blushes in the blush palette. Like that's why I recommend, if especially beginners, like try to get yourself as many like blush palettes, highlight palettes. I know sometimes highlight palettes aren't as good as the individual palettes, or even sometimes blush palettes aren't as good, but these blushes are amazing. Jouer makes amazing blushes, and they make amazing bronzers. That's the only things I've tried from Jouer in the concealer, but I haven't tried anything else from Jouer, but I know for a fact Jouer makes these amazing blush that I have been loving. I can't stop using. I am like obsessed with this blush. This is from Tower 28, and this is their Beach Please blush, and I have mine in Happy Hour. I just love this balmy blush, you guys. This is such a nice luminous natural blush. If you're someone who loves like that natural like Glossier look, Tower 28 is one of those brands. Tower 28 reminds me of Glossier. Like I don't know if they want to be compared, but they just remind me of how, like, just how natural their products are. Like their products are not super intense, and I love that about this brand. I love how it's such a natural blush. Like this blush in Happy Hour, like it might swatch kind of dark or whatever, but this is a very beautiful natural blush. And the thing I love about the blush too is that it's so luminous, so it's like a dewy blush. And if you are someone who goes to work or goes to school or whatever, when schools open up again and work opens up again, you just like literally tap your finger in here and you just tap it on your cheeks, and I'm telling you, it gives you that perfect amount of color. I just love the naturalness of this and how dewy it is. Now, some of you guys might know my favorite highlight, and it is Ofra Rodeo Drive. So this is my go-to highlight. Me and Rodeo Drive, you guys. Rodeo Drive has been out for a long time, but I picked up Rodeo Drive like 2 years ago. I think I picked it up, and I have been in love with it ever since. This is an intense highlight. Like this is very intense, but I feel like it's very wearable. So you don't have to build it up to that intensity. You just take a little bit on your brush, or finger or whatever you want to use. You just take a little bit and then you just tap it and you just kind of blend it in. Rodeo Drive is such a beautiful, like intense highlight, and if I could wear this highlight every single day, I would wear Rodeo Drive every single day. But I try to wear my other highlights that I have in my collection. But I just really love this highlight. I love how intense it is. This is the perfect like night out highlight or date night highlight, or if you're like a person who likes like a beaming highlight, like this is the perfect highlight for you. Such a nice highlight. If you're more like a natural highlight, I would definitely recommend this one right here. This is Kaja. So this is the Mochi Glow. So this is more of a cream highlight, I would say. I use my finger whenever applying this highlight, and I just kind of tap it onto my skin. But this highlight is more of like a natural highlight. It's a little bit lighter gold than Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive is a little darker, but this highlight is more of a natural type of highlight. It's kind of like a cream powdery hybrid, actually. Like it feels creamy inside, but when you swatch it comes off like powdery. So I would say it's like a cream powdery hybrid. But this highlight is so beautiful and it's so natural. Like there would be days where I just pop on some mascara and like a lip color, and I want a little bit of highlight. So what I do is I just take my finger and I just highlight and I just go out the door, and it's such a beautiful natural highlight. It's still reflective, but it's not as intense as Rodeo Drive. So if you are looking for like a highlight for every day, I would recommend something like this, like the Kaja one. And if you're looking for that intense glow and that pop, I would definitely recommend the Ofra Rodeo Drive. The first palette that I love a lot is this one right here. This is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. This palette has been out forever, since like 2015, but it's still one of my top palettes in my collection. I think that this is the best palette Anastasia came out with, and I think to this day it's the best one. And the reason why I really love this palette is maybe because I'm biased towards warm colors, because I love warms, so I love oranges and reds and colors like that. But I feel like this palette gives you everything you need in one. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like you have your naturals, you have your pops of colors if you want to do a colory look, you have your purple, you have your pink, you have your brown, like you have everything that you need. So if you are someone who's just starting out in makeup and you're looking for like a great high-end palette, this is by far the best route to go, because listen, you have your mattes, you have your shimmers, you have your highlighting shade, you have your inner corner shade, you have your outer V shade, you have your crease shade, your transition shade, you have everything that you need in this one palette. So I would definitely recommend this palette, especially if you're a beginner. This is like a cult favorite. A lot of people love this palette. I love this palette. So if you're just starting off in makeup and maybe you don't, you know, you're still figuring out like the colors and stuff to put together, I would definitely recommend this one. But if you want to, maybe if you have a little bit more money to spend and you don't mind, you know, getting 5 eyeshadows, I would also recommend this one by Dose of Colors. So I love these little mini palettes by Dose of Colors. They have a lot of these. I think they have like 5 or 6 of these, but my favorite one thus far that I have is the Baked Browns ones. I think such a perfect everyday palette. That's the palette I'm wearing today on my eyes, except for the shimmer shade. That's something else. But the mattes on my eyes are this palette right here. I used today all 4 of these shades. I have one high-end mascara to recommend to you guys for your beginner kit. Now I haven't tried out a lot of high-end mascara, so I'm not like one to say like which mascara is the best and not, but a mascara that I really love that is from Sephora is the Ilia Limitless Mascara, Lash Mascara. So I just love this mascara just because of how easy it is to use. Like this wand is so perfect, and I have small eyes, so like I have to, you know, like a lot of times my mascara like tends to like go all over the place. My eyes are small, but this brush, like I feel like it really gets in there. Like I feel like it really gets in your lashes, and I feel like you can really do your bottom lashes really comfortably with this mascara. I love this mascara so much. It's such an amazing mascara. It is a little bit pricey, it's high-end, but it's a great mascara. And my favorite part about it is just the wand. I just love how easy it is to use. I love how the wand is very easy, and it's just really like it's the perfect shape for me. And I love the way it's made. Like I don't know if this is like plastic or rubber, but I don't like the wands that are like hair. I would definitely recommend a pair of lashes. I think that it's just nice to have like a pair of lashes in your collection if you're interested in lashes. I know lash extensions are a thing now, so a lot of people are getting lash extensions. So I mean, it's all preference, but I think that just a good pair of eyelashes, if can like tie a whole look together, especially if you're going for more of like a glam look. And there's people I know that wear lashes every day, so you know, whatever you want to do. But a good pair of high-end lashes that I really love are House of Lashes. I don't have a lot of high-end lashes. I really love House of Lashes. I think House of Lashes is just really nice, and then maybe the reason why I love them so much is because they're very natural type of lashes, and that's what I like. And mine that I have mine the style Noir Fairy Light. Yeah, so mine's in the style Noir Fairy Light. So this is like an intense and kind of natural type of lash. It's kind of like both. If you are someone who is starting off in a beginner and you're looking for like a pair of high-end lashes, I would recommend these. But also you can also go with drugstore. So it's like kind of like a type of thing. Like I think that a pair of lashes is great to have in your kit. I don't think it matters if it's high-end or drugstore, but if you are leaning more towards high-end lashes, House of Lashes, amazing lashes. This eyeliner by Tarte, the Tarte Precision Longwear eyeliner. Liquid liner is my favorite eyeliner of all time. Favorite liquid liner. I just love how precise this pen is. This liner pen is so precise, like the end is so like pointed, and I feel like it's the perfect shape to really get that perfect line that you're looking for. So if you're like a beginner and you want like a good high-end liquid liner, this one is amazing, amazing, amazing. And it also dries super matte, so it's not like shiny or anything. It's a little shiny, but it's not super shiny. It does dry down matte. So now onto lips, and this is my favorite part. So I think every single person in their makeup kit should have a nude lip liner. So my favorite nude lip liner is the KKW lip liner. I have mine in the shade Nude 2, but I also have Nude 2.5. So Nude 2 is more like of a really nude for me. Actually, it's still kind of brown like Nude 2. I think that every beginner makeup person should have a nude lip liner, especially if you want to do like a nude lip. I think lip liner is essential. If you're wearing like liquid lipstick, you need a lip liner. So a nude lip liner is definitely essential. And I also think a red lip liner is essential, and a like a plum lip liner. I don't have any high-end red lip liner. I have the Ofra one, but it's not my favorite formula. But I don't have any like red lip liner that's high-end. I don't have any like purple lip liner that's high-end, but I would definitely recommend those as well. So another thing that I would recommend you guys to have in your lip kit is a nude liquid lipstick for sure. Like hello, like if you're trying to do like a nude look, for sure have a nude liquid lipstick. And one of my favorite liquid lipsticks that's nude is this one by Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick. This is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formula. I think that this is one of the best out there. It's so comfortable. It's such an amazing liquid lipstick. So I definitely recommend this one. And then you definitely need a red lip, like a classic bold red lip. So I recommend the Kaja Cushy Vibe lipstick. I don't know if they still make this one. This is from Sephora. I got mine, but I love this liquid lipstick. It is amazing. You need a red. You need a red in your collection. Like you just need it. And also I think that you need like a purple, like a dark purple or plum shade, and this is the Melted Sequel liquid lipstick. I love this. I think that these are the three colors that you need in your liquid lipstick collection if you are like a beginner. And lastly, you need lip gloss. So the two lip glosses I love so much. The first one is by Buxom. This is the Buxom Flip On Lip Cream. So this is like a lip cream, but I really wear it as a lip gloss. So this is very like glossy, very shiny, very sheeny. I love this so much. It's so amazing. Mine is in the shade Hot Toddy. I just love this so much. This is more of like a plumping effect, so when you put it on, it does kind of sting your lips because it plumps up your lips, but I really love this. And then another lip gloss that I love is the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade lip gloss. Now this is one of my favorite lip glosses. Like I don't talk about it as much, but I wear it all the time. All the time I wear this lip gloss. It's so good and it smells delicious, and it's such an amazing high-end lip gloss. It's such an amazing product, and she does a really great job at Dominique Cosmetics, and so I really recommend these two high-end lip glosses. And then lastly, you guys, setting spray. I don't know if Morphe is considered high-end. I'm not sure, but I wanted to include a setting mist that I love. So I am like, this is my holy grail setting mist. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is my go-to setting mist, my holy grail setting mist. It's the only setting mist I use all the time. I have other setting mists, but I prefer that one all the time, and I would recommend that one. I don't know if it's high-end, but I think it is, right? I don't know. Before you go, sorry guys, affirmation time. So today's affirmation is I seek new opportunities. So today I want you guys to go out and find an opportunity. Find your new opportunities. Find your calling. Find what makes you happy. Live your life to make you happy. Go after your dreams. Go after whatever you want. Go after that job offer. If you got a job offer and you're scared and you're doubting yourself or your abilities, no, don't do that. Go after it. go seek out those opportunities, because you never know what's gonna happen. So today's affirmation is I seek new opportunities. So today I want you guys to go out and seek out all the opportunities that the world has to offer for you. That completes this video. Those are all the products that I recommend for your high-end beginner makeup kit. If you guys like this video, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you want to film a beginner drugstore makeup kit, let me know. So again, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.